Hello, and welcome to Cine Reveal. Today, I will explain a film called Operation Fortune Ruse de Guerre. In this action-packed movie, criminals steal advanced AI weapons in Ukraine, and Agent Nathan is tasked with retrieving them. With the help of a team of spies and hackers, they embark on a dangerous mission that takes them from Madrid to Turkey to stop the weapons from falling into the wrong hands. The film begins with criminals robbing weapons carriers in Odessa, Ukraine. They killed scientists and stole advanced AI weapons. 2 days later, we met Nathan, an agent summoned to the government office. Knight ordered Nathan to retrieve the stolen AI weapon when he arrived. Nathan initially refused this mission, but Knight convinced him that the weapon in the wrong hands could harm the world. Nathan sent Orson, a super spy, to lead his troops. Knight initially declined due to the high fee. He also wanted much. Knight suggested Nathan hire John. Nathan added that John was working for Mike, his competitor, because he had no other options. Finally, Mike McGovern and Nathan visited Orson in Africa, who was recovering. Nathan explained his goal, but Orson refused because he was recovering. After Nathan convinced Orson that the fee was high and related to world security, they flew to Madrid, Spain to begin the mission. 2 individuals greeted them in Madrid, Sarah and JJ Davies. JJ Davies is a sniper, while Sarah is a great hacker. They were paid to assist Orson. They stole the hard drive from Donald, the deliverer man at the airport. Sarah hacked the camera and guided the team through the microphone, while Orson, JJ Davies, Jane, and Marcia monitored Donald's movements professionally. They watched and ambushed Donald in a quiet place, but other teams also wanted the hard drive, making it harder. They silently paralyzed Jane and Marcia. Sarah finally realized that other hackers were manipulating the camera. Orson understood after hearing that. John, Mike's co-worker, was responsible. After defeating her computer, Sarah told Orson that 2 people would attack him from behind. After paralyzing them, Orson went to arrest Donald, but Mike's men had already arrived. If they won a fight, Nathan drove them home. Donald had a heart attack while cars chased them and cut their way to steal the hard drive. Donald stated that his wife was being held hostage, knowing Martin would kill him. His hard drive's binder didn't know his face yet. Donald asked Nathan to meet the customer at the Duchess of Madrid disguised as Donald. Donald then begs them to save his wife and dies. Mike's gang is forcing them to open the car door from outside, so they're racing against time. After copying the data, Mike takes the hard drive from the car. Sarah uses the microphone to reassure them that it's useless without a password. Nathan can only find out who bought the hard drive by impersonating Donald. Nathan knew the buyer is Donald. Sarah, who saw his face on a hidden camera, discovered that one of them was Ben Harris, a lawyer for Greg Simmons, an illegal arms dealer and mafia boss. Orson was pessimistic and doubted he could catch Simmons because he is agile and one of the world's largest arms dealers. Sarah noticed Simmons like Danny Francisco and orphans. Finally, Sarah thought to use it. They rushed back to America to get Danny Francisco. They arrived and posed as Danny's new agents. Orson escaped by talking to Danny privately. Orson requested Danny's assistance to attend Simmons' French charity event. Danny initially refused, but after Orson showed a video of Danny's affair with his sister-in-law, he couldn't move. He didn't want the video to ruin his fame. Danny finally wanted to follow Orson. They left immediately. Orson and Sarah asked Danny to distract Simmons while they searched the cruise ship for information. Simmons saw Danny and approached him to talk. Before hearing the news, Orson and Sarah saw Mike's men at the airport. Sarah went into one of the rooms to set up a microphone, while Orson followed and beat Mike's men. Sarah deceived Ben Harris about her acting skills and gave Orson some time. Orson seemed to be playing against him, knowing he was nothing. Sarah immediately said goodbye and met Danny on the deck. After Orson threw Mike's men into the sea, Simmons invited Danny and Sarah to his Turkish villa to show off his lifestyle and wealth. After that, Simmons' business partners wanted to take a photo with Danny, while Simmons whispered to Sarah and asked her to be his mistress and give her a lot of his wealth. Orson asked everyone to leave. Nathan and Sheji were listening to Simmons' business partner. Simmons was only an intermediary, and the AI weapon would sell for $10 billion. They discussed who would buy the AI weapon in the morning. Finally, Orson entered Simmons' partner's house to steal the buyer's data. Orson and Sarah broke into the house with anesthetic gas and hacked the CCTV that evening. Orson pumped gas into the room's air ducts. Orson entered the bedroom after everyone fainted. Orson opened the safe and copied the data onto the laptop using Sarah's instructions. Orson took all their money and jewelry to make it look like a robbery. 2 conscious guards caught Orson as he left the door. Orson pretended to be scared, fooling them, and then he tricked them and easily beat them. After searching the copy from last night, they couldn't find Simmons' sale. They then heard Simmons and Kasim talking. Kasim asked Simmons if their colleague Alexander was robbed by a stranger last night. The investigation showed that the perpetrator was alone and easily defeated two of Alex's bodyguards. Because he's anonymous, Orson remained calm. Sarah, still hacking their data, discovers Kasim's location and identity. Kasim is a Turkish official. They also know Simmons, and Kasim will meet secretly in 3 days. Nathan orders Sarah and Denny to accept Simmons' villa invitation to Turkey to find out what they will do. Simmons and his bodyguards welcome Sarah and Denny to Turkey. Simmons showed Denny all his antique cars to see if he liked one. Simmons gave it to Denny, and they drove it right away. Sarah left in the villa, quickly tampered with Simmons' computer. Sarah hacks the CCTV above which Simmons' assistant Amelia monitors. She joined Orson and JJ, who was tracking Kasim. Orson was surprised to see Mike watching Kasim. After hacking the CCTV, Sarah began searching Simmons' computer. Orson quietly followed Ben Harris. Sarah quickly discovered and informed Nathan that Simmons only bought the AK-47 at the film's start. Nathan, who heard that, was disappointed because Simmons was not the AI weapon buyer they were looking for. Nathan asked Orson to return because they suspected the wrong person. Orson, convinced Simmons was involved, followed Ben Harris secretly. Ben Harris informed Simmons immediately. JJ also told Orson that Ben Harris already knew. JJ ordered Orson to act after Ben Harris requested Simmons' reinforcements. Orson immediately ambushed Ben Harris's guard. Ben Harris steals a motorcycle to avoid capture. JJ helped Orson chase him through a shortcut. Unfortunately, Ben Harris can fool Orson by climbing the building. Orson chased Ben Harris down the stairs. Ben Harris decided to trick Orson after seeing someone else. Ben Harris pretended to need help being photographed there. He then hid his phone in that person's pocket. Despite the accurate location point, Orson did not find Ben Harris at the top. Orson wondered why he had looked down and was surprised to find a corpse. Ben Harris pushed the earlier person. Ben Harris will shove Orson, who was caught off guard. Orson's reflexes saved him. JJ quickly picked up Ben Harris's body and returned. Knighton confirmed Sarah's date from Simmons' computer at the headquarters. A hard drive transaction to activate the AI weapon can launch a nuclear attack. The culprit is unknown. The hard drive buyer didn't see Ben Harris because they only spoke on the phone. Finally, Orson disguised himself as Ben Harris to stop Earth-destroying criminals. Orson asked Sarah to help him sound like Ben Harris when he called Simmons. Orson met the hard drive buyer right away. Sarah changed Orson's voice to Ben Harris's by phone so he was not suspected and taken to the transaction destination. Simmons, unaware that Ben Harris had died, seemed normal and asked for a moment to contact him to guide the transaction. JJ, who had followed them, immediately sniped to protect Orson. Sergey is the buyer. Sergey opened the hard drive suitcase and asked Orson to enter the 15 passcodes. Orson called Simmons for the code with Sarah's help and tricked him. Simmons' guards noticed someone was listening and they entered 15 Simmons codes. A $10 billion transaction succeeded. One of Alex's men saw from afar that Orson had robbed Alex's house a few nights earlier. Touched Orson. JJ attacked first, starting a gunfight. Sarah and Denny fled after canceling the transaction, returning to Orson. One of the helicopters chased him blindly until he was cornered by Mike's men. Mike and his men brutally killed Sergey and stole the AI weapons. JJ again protected Orson before Mike ordered his men to execute him. Simmons ordered his bodyguards to find Sarah and Denny after realizing Sarah was the hacker. Sarah shot a Simmons guard's car. Since the bullets were gone, they had to walk to Orson. After seeing Sarah in the tunnel, JJ catches up and fires missiles at their opponent. Nathan believes Mike is planning something evil after learning from the authorities that Mike does not work for any government. Finally, Orson decided to use Simmons' criminal evidence and ask him to cooperate. Orson convinced them to return to Simmons' base. Orson immediately began discussing how Simmons could help them retrieve the AI weapons. Simmons initially refused, but Denny convinced him to help. Simmons revealed Mike's AI weapon buyer. That night, Sarah disrupted the guards' communication while Orson, JJ, and Sarah used a drone to paralyze them. Mike sells the weapon to Trent and Arnold in a room. Simmons' business partners bought it to destroy the world's money and cause anarchy at the last charity event. Orson and JJ secretly killed Mike's men to get them to speed up while Simmons distracted them. Orson drove while killing them. Orson entered the building and killed Mike's men after the guards were killed. They killed each other because they didn't understand Simmons' message. Orson entered the transaction room after defeating Mike's men. Orson was surprised that everyone was dead. Mike attacked Orson from behind as he carried the AI weapon. Orson beat Mike, who couldn't do martial arts, blindly. JJ and Sarah picked up Orson after he won the fight. Since the mission was successful, they gave Nathan the AI weapon in Doha, Qatar the next morning. Orson refused Nathan's higher-paying job because they wanted to go to Dry Island to relax. We hope you enjoyed the movie and the thrilling ride it took you on. The story of Nathan and his team was a testament to the fact that even in the face of insurmountable odds, courage and determination can help us overcome any challenge. As we end the story, we leave you with a quote from the great Nelson Mandela: "It always seems impossible until it's done." May this movie inspire you to face your challenges head on and never give up on your dreams. Thank you for watching, where we bring you the latest movie recaps. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more new content and hit the notification bell to never miss a video. See you next time, take care, and stay safe.